Good morning, and welcome to the Michigan Conservative Roundtable. My name is Mac. This is Mac in the Morning. And today, I'd like to thank all of our current subscribers, all of our new subscribers especially. Help us get to 400 by the end of September. We would really appreciate it. We're sitting at about 387 as I record this. So today's topic is going to be about something I keep seeing on Facebook. It's a question, it's a meme, where someone is asking, who taught our children to hate America so much? And I'm going to go to a Reagan quote that's probably my favorite Reagan quote first. And that is, it's not that they're ignorant, it's just that they know so much of what isn't so. And that is most certainly true of our college students today, our young adults. And where do they learn that? Well, I hate to break it to you, but they learned it from all of us, including me. And I'm as guilty as the next man, mea culpa. But we can easily look to the Marxist infiltration of our education system. Universities are completely corrupt. We have, they want to teach transsexualism to kindergartens. It's just disgusting. So we all are to blame. Ask yourself this question. How many times did you attend a school board meeting? How many times did you very closely, and I know some of you have, how many times did you very closely pay attention to what your children were bringing home from school? Their little projects like, well, today it would be Black Lives Matter and the Rainbow Coalition and how many genders there are. They're being taught things that just aren't so. That America's a bad place. It's a racist country when it's probably the least racist country on the face of the earth, and certainly the most diverse. There's a cry for diversity. It's not about diversity. It really isn't. When your kids can name more Kardashians in Simpson characters than they can Supreme Court justices, we have a real problem. And we can all watch Water's World or Steven Crowder and get a chuckle out of people who think Fred Flintstone was the third vice president. And it's laughable, and we watch it and we laugh, but it's really not funny because ignorance is our enemy. If you ever read or watched the adaptation of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, when the ghost of Christmas Present is asked who's hiding under his robes, he said, "This is ignorance and this is want. Be especially wary of him, for he has doom on his forehead." Well, their ignorance of the millennials today and these college students will bring about our doom because they can vote, and they will make a difference in this country. So, whenever you hear something that's being spouted out, you got to speak out against it. You have to. When you hear people say, "I don't care about politics, it doesn't have anything to do with me," you really need to speak up and say, "No, that's not true." Challenge people on what they know. Not in a condescending way or a gloating way, but in a way such that it's charitable and you can help them understand. One of the things I think you can do, and I know one person who had their mind completely changed by a PragerU video, and that's where I would tell you to send these people to the PragerU, and to the Michigan Conservative Roundtable, of course, is the one on the Electoral College. The person on the surface thought the Electoral College was unfair. But after watching the PragerU video, he got to understand why it's in place, what it's about, and why we need it, and why it works today more than it ever does. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this morning's video. Be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.